I'm at OK Four-Wheel Drive. We had an excellent day here at Trucks and Coffee, and I met Patrick with New Jersey Outdoor Adventures. He's gonna show us his van.
I'm Patrick with New Jersey Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. I specialize in camper van tours, DIY tours, anything to do with camping and RV lifestyle. That's what my show's about. Today, I'm gonna show you my 1997 Airstream B190 camper van. Airstream built 1,384 of these vans from 1989 all the way until 2000. I taken Granny's little camper van, which these were built in a time frame where things were pretty basic in camper van, and made it into the Mega Airstream. I took it to U-Joint off-road in Fletcher, North Carolina, and they put four-wheel drive on it. It's got 3-inch lift, 35-inch tires, 410 gears, and it is unbelievable. Drives like a Cadillac when you go down the highway. This van lived in Arizona its whole life, so there's like no rust on it. I've had it for 6 years now, and one of my early videos I've done was a full tour of this van about 5 years ago, and it was pretty basic back then. Original paint on this van. Originally it had like stickers and decals down the whole side, because that's how RVs looked in the 90s. On the bottom, I put rhino lining on the bottom. Really helps protect the bottom of the van. This has a 6-gallon water heater. It runs on propane. Plenty of hot water for my sink, my bathroom sink, my shower, and my outside shower. So there's lots of water systems. Fresh water tank with a lock. Outside GFCI protected electrical outlet. This has the Grizzly Guzzler V10 engine, so I only get about 7 miles per gallon on this thing. The tanks are heated and insulated. If you look down below, you can see this chamber here. That is the freshwater tank, and when I turn on the propane furnace, it's 18,000 BTU furnace, that heats that tank up, so I could do some cold weather camping. Furnace exhaust is over here. I have a Rigid Industries outside scene light that lights up this area. It's my patio light. The top is fiberglass. So Airstream bought a Ford Econoline van. This is a 1997 Ford E350 extended van. They cut the roof out and they put a high top on it, made out of fiberglass. I wrapped it in black vinyl. Have a cooktop ventilation there, made of stainless steel. Got some slider windows up top. And then if you look up top, you'll see some solar panels. These are Zamp solar panels. I have 320 watts of solar. Also up there, I have an antenna because I have internet on board. So I have full-time internet, cellular internet that I could use. And there's a rooftop air conditioner, a Houghton 9800 BTU, and I have a bathroom fan and a max fan for the living area. There is a large propane tank down below that powers my cooktop, my furnace, and my water heater. And this used to flip up and get access to that, but that's no longer active. You're gonna see inside in a moment. Just hang on just a little bit. All right, so up front here, I did my own Raptor lining. This is Rhino lining, this is Raptor lining for the hood, because the paint was all faded here. Added some vents, because these things build up a tremendous amount of heat on the inside. It's got a front window because this van sleeps 4 people. There's a bunk bed up top. You can sleep kids up there. I sleep up there, I'm 5'9", perfectly fine, I can fit up there. Got a front driving camera over here. Got some rigid lights here on the bumper. This is a U-Joint off-road front bumper. They made this for me about 5 years ago, and they powder coated it. It held up unbelievable. Have some amber lights and some bright lights for driving lights. Has a front hitch receiver. I didn't get the winch yet. Still 5 years, 6 years now I've owned this. No winch yet. It's coming. You can see here the whole front end there. That's out of a Ford F350. The van weighs about 10,100 pounds, and I'm over GVWR, but I did a lot of suspension upgrades on this. Come around this side, you can see it's got Fox shocks on the front, regular manual locking hubs here, and I put about 40,000 miles on those Toyos, and they still look good. This one's a little pain to open, but you don't want to be driving around with this open. I've done that before. But I got some tracks in here. I got an ARB dual compressor on board. I also have like leveling blocks you put underneath the tires, but that goes in this compartment here and locks up. In this compartment, I used to have a gasoline generator. Had an Onan 2800 gas generator. fire that thing up. I used to be able to run the air conditioning, electrical outlets. Noisy and smelly, the whole motorhome vibrated. So I took it out and I sold it and I put in Lithionics batteries. I have three 320 amp hour Lithionics 12 volt batteries, give me 960 amp hours, 12,000 watt hours of power, so I could run that air conditioning all night long. In the back, I added airbags so I could dial in the suspension, and I could, you know, depending on how much fresh water I have, how many bikes I have in the back rack. This compartment here used to be the refrigerator ventilation, because it used to be a propane fridge. Now I got a 12 volt fridge. I could leave it on when I'm driving. Peace of mind, I don't have to worry about the whole motorhome burning down. So this is just where I have the WeBoost amplifier, and then I have a swing up antenna for the WeBoost. Oh, and I forgot to show you one thing here. You know, it's an old school Ford Recline van. It has like seats you'd see in like older people's homes, you know, you can fall asleep in this seat. Look at all this. Got my fog lamps, driving lights, off-road lights, air compressor, and my big spotlights in the front, one extra for whatever else I want to add. I added a transmission, a temperature gauge here, and a tachometer, because these vans are, you know, they're pretty basic. It's nice to know what your tran temp is, especially when you're driving around a 10,000 pound vehicle. Plus, it could tow quite a bit too. I have an Airstream Bambi. I can tow behind it, but I don't need to. I'm just one person. What do I need 2 campers for in one trip? A luminous ladder to get up onto the roof. Over here, I have city water connection with water pressure regulator built in, 30 amp shore power connection. It has a gray tank and a black tank. Ooh, black tank. People don't like black tanks. They're scared of black tanks. I'm okay with my black tank. I have a dump station in my front yard. I come home, I empty the tank. Go to a campground, empty the tank. You'd be surprised how long you could go without emptying the tank, and there's no odor. But it discharges over here. Again, that's heated as well. Black tank is in the body, in the tank above the floor. In the back, I have the Aluminous back bumper with the spare tire. They sell a big box Aluminous, but I don't know. It sticks out so far that I was scared about getting rear-ended because you just can't see the brake lights. So I wanted the Pelican case, which faded the heck out, man. Look at this thing, it's so faded. It used to be black, and I could store some gear. So I got like firewood, a mat in here. I have a fire pit that folds up and goes in here. It's pretty cool. I got the one-up bike rack for 2 different bikes. And then these swing open. You gotta remember to duck because that could be painful. And then in the back here, the Schrader valves to pump up the rear air suspension, air chuck in the front and rear so I could pump up the suspension, use it for working on my mountain bike. I got a storage compartment here for power cords. And thank you, OK 4-Wheel Drive, for hosting this awesome Trucks and Coffee event. First time ever made it out here. I got some Pelican cases, like bike tools, air compressor tools. I had a friend make this stainless steel insert. See, the spare tire, this van had little tiny tires on it. Look at the tires now, they're huge. But the spare tire used to actually fit in here. Since it's outside now, I gained all this room for space. Added an outside shower with hot and cold water. This is stainless steel, so like suction cups hook onto it. I made these zip-up curtains for privacy. It's all made out of Sunbrella. You know, the water heater's behind there. I got a laundry chute on the inside. I got all my biking gear up here. I made my own pouches out of canvas. Got some more gear in here, air pump, everything you need. It has all low point drains built in, so I could winterize this when I need to with my own onboard air compressor in 15 minutes. So I could add water and drain water quickly. And these doors, they lock open if you need to. Everybody loves that sticker. I think you've seen enough of the outside. I tortured you enough. Let's head inside. Got to show you this cool little cabinet. So it's like a recovery cabinet. I got a little toe strap, a little hatchet, a saw. This has been very handy. You go on the trail, the trees are low. This thing is 11 feet tall. Not making it through most of them. So if I have to cut something, I can. I got a plate for the jack. I got an air compressor, bottle jack on board, wrenches, tools, sockets, everything I need, and even like a little first aid guide. Made some pouches for some flares and ratchet straps. You never know what's gonna fall off your van when you're driving, so you gotta be prepared. Made some more curtains over here. First aid kit, flashlight, fire extinguisher, and we'll go inside. All right, welcome to my space. Now this is a tiny van. The van's only 19 feet long, so when you think about it, there's not much you could do with what you have inside. So Airstream made the most of it. Now I didn't make this van, I just modded the heck out of it. So when you think about a Sprinter van that's 19 feet, it still has the same 10 foot long or 11 foot long floor, but this is a Ford Econoline. It's not only skinnier, it curves in so much. So Airstream was very smart the way they did their space. I guess what we'll do is we'll start right here and we'll work our way around. Got a flip up extension for the countertop, has old school Formica, old school oak. I just went with it, it's cool. Looks like an old yacht in here. Got your drawer here for some silverware. Got your trash down here. Double sink with covers. Of course you got a little sprayer here. Got a little fluorescent light over the sink. Regular kitchen stuff, cleaning stuff, my internet, water heater control, old school generator that's not there anymore. It's got a padded ceiling, it's got bat fiberglass insulation all throughout. These annoying LED lights that are horrible color. I wish I would have thought that one through and went with higher quality lights because I just cannot bear to have these on. You know what lights I use when I'm camping? That one. Just the one. That's all you need is a hood light. It's an old incandescent light. With 12,000 watt hours of battery, I don't need these LED. I could use regular lights. I'm not worried about running it down. It's got ultra leather seats, really thick foam. This bench I did build myself. This was originally like an old school like flower sofa that would jackknife out. It had a little table. It was uncomfortable. It smelled. I got rid of it. I built this whole bench. So this flips down and you have storage down here. I have some bedding in there. Then I added a lagoon table. And this was like a hard to find 5 years ago. No one used them. Like it was like a specialty item. Now everybody knows lagoon table. I got rid of the cab area blinds that went around the front because they were a pain to put up. I just made this. It snaps across. So instant privacy. Like in 3 seconds, I have privacy. Passenger swivel chair, never use it, no need to. And then up top, I got a Max fan. I got the old school manual one, you manually twist it, it's fine. And then it has these like funeral home curtains that I never replaced. So when you drive around with the curtains down, they like swish around like a hearse. So, you know, it's pretty cool. But a lot of windows in this van. Now this thing, what happens is you take the table out, and usually what I do is I bring it over, just plop it over there. This slides out, look at this, all the way. And then all these rest of the cushions, there's one hidden up there, assemble all the way across. So the bed's 48 inches by 78. This is your main sleeping area. But when you're just one person camping, what do you need to go through all that fuss for? I leave the table in place. I'll put this back on its little track here. It's always the hardest part, lining it up, right? I leave the table in place and I swing it out of the way. And I take these and lay them on the floor. This right here is 32 inches. That's perfectly fine. That's all you need. There's another bed in here. You're gonna see that last. I'm gonna make you wait. Back behind here, this panel comes off. Got all my electronics. It's not neat. I'm not that fussy with that. But I got a DC to DC charger, solar charge controller, 3,000 watt inverter. You know, all that's hidden underneath these benches here. And the lithium batteries, since there used to be a generator there, it's in a metal box. So people say, oh, what if the batteries explode? Well, they're not gonna. But if they do, they're in a metal case and it's vented outside. Underneath here, I'm gonna take this and, I mean, this is the reality. This is what you do when you go camping. You just throw it up there. Take these out, slide this forward, slide this, look at this. There you go. Here's your inverter, got your kill switch, then there's the metal box that the lithium batteries are in. All nice and compact. This I adapted. I made the bench a long time ago and then I added lithium batteries and made the access hatch to it. For roof locker storage, got all this useless stuff I never use. You know, you think you need all this stuff. This is probably one of the most important things. It's my ring light, so when I'm doing content, when I'm out camping, yeah, because the lighting's not good in here. And a little locker, you know. Everybody made fun of this in the last video. You can write notes. Towels and stuff. This becomes a ledge, so when you're showering, you have a place to keep your stuff when you get out. You know, coffee cabinet. Too many cabinets. Look at this. Oh, they even put some more here. Old junk you don't use and nice to have, but you're never gonna need it. You know, flip down, more. Oh, another inverter. Why do you need 2 inverters? Well, that was the original inverter I put in, 600 watts. It did nothing. But I kept it because if I need electric, I don't need to power up a 3,000 watt inverter just to run a laptop. So I kept this so I could still use it. Register here, water pumps down here. Got a gas oven, full gas oven. I use that. 3-burner gas cooktop. You only need 1 burner. 3 is unnecessary. You got this huge ledge up here. You got your control for the air conditioning. The inverter, instead of doing the remote switch, I just turn it on and off with my phone. It's easy enough. I could control the furnace from there. I got a camera, so if I park somewhere, I have a little bit of peace of mind. If someone breaks in, I'll get an alert on my phone. All your USB, solar charge display, which you don't need. I could do it all on my phone with the smart shunt. All right, fridge. You know, I'm not using the van right now. Don't make fun of me. That's completely empty.
Oh no, this guy doesn't.
See, people think in order to use one of these vans, you actually physically have to be camping or living in it. But for day trips, why not take the van? All right, you have all your stuff with you. I just forgot to put stuff in it. All right, now here's the favorite part before we get there. That's that air conditioner we talked about outside. I modded, you know, I cut it around the cabinet to make it work. But it's fully enclosed fiberglass shower pan with integrated sink. Now, when you're done with the toilet, guess what? You can wash your hands before you go out there. Laundry chute that goes in here. Toilet paper on the inside of the cabinet. The basket's missing. That must be at home. Closet for additional storage. So got some hangers up top. You can hang some stuff. Made these pouches, and then this is where you're supposed to throw the laundry down the little hole. And you could like reach into the trunk space if you need to. Nice thing is, like, if someone broke the back windows, I can't really get in. It's blocked. And a regular porcelain toilet, right? Let's turn the water pump on. Here's your controls. Look, I can monitor fresh water, gray water, propane tank, turn on the water pump. And now watch this. I want to use the toilet. I could fill it up with water. When I want to flush it, I flush all the way. And then there's a bidet. That's not toilet water, it's fresh water. And a sprayer off to the side. And a shower with hot and cold water. Worst handle to ever use in one. Because you don't realize, instead of the knobs, you're showering, you bump this with your knee. Water instantly gets freezing cold or piping hot. So I didn't think that one through when I put that in. But the shower wand hangs up top. There's a motion light in here with this halo light that turns this on so you have some light without blinding yourself. Little fan. And then look at all the cabinets in the bathroom. These zip-up pouches are great, like toothbrush, comb, and you know, they're pencil cases for kids in school. More storage here. Look at all the COVID masks. I mean, it's been a while since I purged this. You know, tissue, everything. And then the way this works is if you want to go to the bathroom real quick, you close this door. If you want to shower, there's a shower curtain that goes all the way around. And check out the track on the ceiling. It comes over here and goes all the way around. And there's a seam right here with Velcro. And when you stand in the middle here and you shower, nothing comes out because the shower curtain sits on this lip here. The shower curtain will stick to you. So you're in here showering and the curtain gets stuck to you with it's a little nuts. So you get a little cold and you're fighting the curtain, but nothing gets out. That's the point. And you have to park on level ground because it drains in the middle. So if you're like on the crown of a road, like on the shoulder somewhere, the water pools up here. So that's why I have the leveling blocks for. I put like pergo flooring in. It used to have baby blue carpet. and it was not good. And I took all that out. I took everything out and put this down and then put everything back in. So I've taken this whole rig apart several times. But I believe Airstream did a great job. There was no need to like gut it and rebuild everything. I had a friend rebuild like some cabinet doors. So now you got to get to the back so we could look at the bed in the front. If you want like a really cool camping experience, so you can sleep here, it's cool. Like you lay in bed, you're like, man, this van's big when you're laying down in bed. But like to be up here with all these windows around with the fan above you is actually super cool. I have OCD, so I like the way this is folded, so there's a certain way to get it down. This is the WeBoost antenna, you know, the little thing you put by your computer. This is like one of the little filler pieces for the bed. And then there's another one hidden underneath here for the bed filler. So then what you do is you lift this up, slide this out, this flips around. And this is a custom mattress I had made from Mattress Insider. They were great to work with. And there it is. Double bed. There's some stains up there because I guess the window leaked at one point. It doesn't leak anymore. But I sleep diagonal and it's perfect. And that fan just hums like right over your head. There's plenty of room. And, you know, for example purposes, this is it. And this is exactly how I sleep right here. Like who sleeps like this? You know, like people lay in a bed and they're like, this is how it's gonna be. You know, I wound up sleeping like this, and this is perfect. This is the hottest part of the motorhome though on a hot day. If you position the air conditioning right, you could get most of the air to flow up here. Hey, you know what? Thanks for joining us for the tour.
Patrick, thanks so much. If you want to follow Patrick on YouTube, you can go to New Jersey Outdoor Adventures, see this van and see everything else that he's toured as well. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and smash that bell for notifications. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining, guys.